Hi again, guys. It's that time of year again when we catch a lot of big snapper on our close reefs, and as quite a few of you know, I do a lot of fishing at night time and catching big snapper at night time and dew and occasionally a cobia, cod, that sort of thing. So what I was going to do this time is show you the actual rig. I got a few of you guys have been waiting to see this actual rig that I use for live baiting out in the reefs at night time. It's not my basic snelled hook with a sinker on straight on top at night time. That rig still works okay for dew, but snapper and that don't seem to touch it. But this rig they do. And you'll see some very basic knots and be quite surprised, but I must admit I've fished 15 kilo with this rig. I haven't broken one yet on these very basic knots you're going to see. So guys, there's no point jumping on me about the knots. If you're breaking these knots, you're fishing way too heavy with a locked up drag. But if you're going to fish like 15 kilo drag set, you're not going to have a problem with this rig at all. Okay, and it's very, I say simple, but there's a few steps to it. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got some 60 or 80. This is just to show you. I usually run about a 60 pound. Okay, so 60 pound tray. So first of all, we'll start off with a sinker. So just got to make a big loop, right? I'll just bring it around like so, then put the double through. There's nothing fancy about this. This is just for the sinker. Okay, I'll just go through 3 times. Right, pull up tight. Nice, simple. Okay, sinker end. Basically this is a paternoster rig with a twist. A bit more line off. Now what I do is I measure up about about an arm's length, okay? Now from there I'm just going to tie a loop knot. So basically just twist that around, pinch here, and then just run the two together, leaving a big loop in the middle, okay? 5 or 6 times. I'm just going to do a few times. Grab the big loop with your teeth, I suppose, and then just put it back through that loop in the middle. Now pull down tight, all nice and snug. Now wet it. Now pull it down tight, okay? Here's basically your rig. So you got a loop knot, sinker. Now you go bait another arm's length, and then from here you can either tie a swivel on and to contact to your main line, your braid, whatever. I don't. I generally just run an FG knot or something and just tie it. I don't run swivels, as you know, very rarely. So just that one goes to your main line. See, just a nice loop knot. That's it. And one for the sinker. I'll put that aside for a second. Now the next bit. Now this one probably make about 10 inches or so. Maybe 12 inches, whatever that is. But yay, cut it off. Now this is a hook rig. So this one, just on one end, tie a hook on. I usually use just a good old uni knot. Never fails. Okay. Just a uni knot, wet it, slide it down, like so. Now, I probably could have done this a little bit longer actually. You'll get the idea. This one, just a basic snell, so I run it down to about, I usually use pike for live baiting at night time, so I'm like make them nice and long. So I use pike for this rig. Snapper love pike. People don't realise it, but live pike, snapper love it. But I'll tie it a bit shorter because I didn't cut this too long. Just so you get an idea. So snelled hooks. So basically through, so nice and the line straight along the shank. Now just bring it back and just twist it. This is a basic snell. It never undoes, never breaks. Some people carry on about the way I tie it, but it works well. Just go around 5 or 6 times. Back up through the back of the eye. Pull it down. There. That one undo. Doesn't undo, doesn't break. I did do this one way too short. Sorry guys. I'll start that again. I haven't tied this rig for since last year. We'll go a bit longer just to make sure so I don't have to do it again. Sorry, just bear with me. I'll do this one again. Markups. Okay. So once again, just a uni on one end. Okay. If you're not sure how to tie the uni knot, just ask in the comments. and they can always run you through it. I've tied this too short. There you go, slide it down. But also I think there's plenty of videos on YouTube showing you how to tie a uni knot and tag off, so just tie it straight on. Now once again, just with this basic snell, I can make it a bit longer this time. So back yay, and back yay. Nice and straight. Now just your tag end, just wrap it around. I don't know, 6 or 7 times. Back through the back of the eye and just pull it up. See, it just ties a nice little clean snell, like so. And it's quite long, so I said I use pike for this. Pike are awesome for a snapper. Now on this end, this is the bit that stumps everyone. I just do a very basic, easy knot, but it doesn't break and it doesn't undo, especially if you're just using 15 kilo, which I'm using for these fish. If you're breaking this knot, you're running 80 pound locked up drag. Why you even bother chasing snapper? Okay, so once again, like same as I've done with the sinker, just double your line over, make a loop, okay, like so. Now I'll just put it back. I'll just go through 3 times, 3 or 4 times. I'll go through 3, that's fine. Okay, like so. Wet it, pull it down. That's it. It doesn't undo, it doesn't break. Just cut the tag end off. Now with your main dropper, like we had before, what I'll do is I'll go attach a sinker to the loop on the end. Okay, sinker's on, there we go. Drop sinker down, now you've got this loop, and now you've got your hooks. So what we do here is just basically loop to loop. So put the hooks through one loop, and then just pull them back through. So basically that's it. You just a loop, that's it. That's it. That's my live bait rig for night time for big snapper and jew, and it works an absolute treat. Fish it the same way. So I've got the big sinker down here, so usually I use like a 12 or so. Drop it to the bottom. I have a live pike on here, head on this end of course, tail on this end. Live pike, drop down to the bottom. Put the rod and rod holder in gear, just with enough drag so the fish can, you know, set the hooks and buckle over, set the hooks, pull a bit of drag, but not enough to break your freaking rod and rod holder. Bit of common sense. Okay, just drop it down, especially this works well when there's a lot of current, and the pike will sit out here and just swim happily like a metre or so off the bottom. It's deadly. And like I said, big snapper love live pike. It's one of their favourite baits. And that's just some of my videos you've seen snapper and that at night time. They're pretty much all caught on this rig, okay? Don't think you're going to break it, you're not. Not if you're fishing proper drags and light line. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully you like that rig. It does work well. Give it a try. Thanks guys, bye.